Hi, this presentation is to help you understand your selections for science during your sophomore year. Just to make you aware of your graduation requirements over your entire 9 through 12 time here at Hopkins High School, you need 6 total credits in science to graduate. 2 of those credits will come from Science 9, which you should have already completed by the time you hit Hopkins High School for 10th grade. Then you'll get 2 credits from biology. Most students take biology in 10th grade, and then you'll need 2 additional credits in chemistry or physics at some point before you graduate. And again, most of the time, 10th graders generally take biology during their sophomore year. So if you take biology in 10th grade, you have 4 options to select from during registration. There's biology essentials and then sophomore academy biology. Those 2 levels of biology are only available by placement, so an adult in the building will suggest that you be in there and you'll be placed in there. Then there's honors biology, and then there's AP biology / honors chemistry. All of these courses are only 2 terms long, with the exception for AP biology and honors chemistry, which is a 4-term long course and goes all year. So let's first talk about who can take Biology Essentials. Biology Essentials is intended for certain special education students and ELL students. It goes at the slowest pace of any of the 4 courses that we earlier mentioned. It goes that slow to ensure that students in the class are able to cover the most core concepts of biology and that they have time to master the concepts. How we determine who should take Biology Essentials is it's based on suggestion from an academic monitor in the building, so that usually means a special education instructor or a case manager or an ELL case manager, based on how the student has done in school makes the suggestion. So you can't sign up right away. If you're interested in if your student is the right eligibility for this, then you should speak to an appropriate special education manager or an ELL case manager. Sophomore Academy Biology is a course that's intended for mainstream students generally. Generally, it's for students who don't qualify for Biology Essentials. It goes at a quicker pace than the Biology Essentials does. It covers the basic core concepts of all the honors biology classes, but does it in a way to support students to be successful. And often students who are asked to be in Sophomore Academy may have struggled in science in the past, but don't receive specific IEP services or ELL services at an intense rate. Again, it is suggested, we give suggestions as to who should be in here. If you have questions, you can talk to your counselor about that. The third course is Honors Biology, and this is usually the course that the majority of sophomores who come into the high school end up taking during their sophomore year. If you do not qualify or get placed into Biology Essentials or Sophomore Academy based on a monitor's recommendation, then usually most students take Honors Biology. Honors Biology courses take 2 terms. What happens in Honors Biology? Honors Biology covers all of the key topics that are associated with the life science standards that the state of Minnesota puts out, and also there is an MCA science exam that is linked to high school performance, and it's linked to this course, so students after completing Honors Biology should be prepared to take the MCA science exam. So basic topics that are covered in Honors Biology are cell biology, cell transport, cell reproduction, biochemistry, the biology and the chemistry of life, characteristics of life, evolution, ecology, and body systems. Generally, what should you expect from an honors biology course is that there will be homework assignments each week, 2 to 3 generally. This may include some textbook reading and some other non-reading type activities. There will be unit exams, so each unit will have a comprehensive summative assessment. There will be at the end of each term, there's a final exam to sum up the total work over the 9 weeks of time. And there's the expectation that students will likely need to study and work outside of class in a small amount during the week. There is also likely potentially a dissection each year, or during each term, not each term, but each course. And this is a small portion of the class, but we just like to make some people aware of that because most students are generally interested in the dissection, but we definitely have a subset that are not. And if you have an issue with dissection for any reason, then alternate assignments can be arranged for that topic. The last course that's available for students to take is the AP Honors Chemistry option. This course is the fastest moving of all the courses, and it is linked to AP, which is Advanced Placement, which that means it is offered via the College Board, and students have the chance to take a College Board created exam at the end of the year to earn college credit. So since it is a collegiate-based course, it does move at a rapid pace, and it is for the most advanced students who have a strong interest in science. We suggest that students only take this if they're really into science, and they really, a main goal of theirs is while they're here during their entire 4 years in their high school career that they want to take as many science courses as possible. If you're that kind of student, this is probably a good fit for you. If you're a strong student but you really don't have an interest in science, this may not be a great fit for you just because it is very detail oriented. So again, only sign up if you're really strongly interested in science, particularly biology and chemistry. How does the course actually set up over the year? It's a full year course, and that's another thing that people need to be aware of. This is a very significant time commitment for your sophomore year. So term 1, the first 9 weeks is all about honors chemistry. So you'll actually do the first half of what a typical honors chemistry course is. The reason why is you need a strong chemistry background to then do the AP biology content. Terms 2 and 3 will actually be the AP Biology curriculum that's linked with the College Board. This particular curriculum, moves the fastest. It is the most content-filled, and so it has incredibly high rigor and detail. Students will end up needing to do some independent work, definitely outside of the classroom, every week to make sure they can keep up and stay on top of the material. The topics are similar to all the topics that we go over in Honors Biology, but they go into much more detail and then thus and more depth. After term 3, there's a little bit of time to help students prepare to take the AP exam if they wish to in May, and then the remainder of term 4 is to finish the honors chemistry course that the topics started off with in term 1. For AP Biology Honors Chemistry, since it's a full year course, you're actually earning 4 credits since you're taking 4 terms. So the nice thing about this is if you do choose this is you will earn 2 credits for biology, for the AP Biology, which counts towards your biology graduation requirements. And then you also earn the 2 credits that counts towards the chemistry or physics graduation requirement. So if you're really interested in science, you will clear all of your graduation requirements for science by the end of your 10th grade year if you take AP Biology / Honors Chemistry. It is fast-paced, so again, we just want to recommend that this is for students who really have a strong interest in aptitude in science and are okay with doing some independent work outside of class. Here is just a kind of a general checklist that we've created to help you gauge if AP Biology is a good fit for you. You don't have to possess every single one of these qualities, but the more boxes that you can check from this list, the more likely you'll be predictive of being successful and not stressed out by taking this particular course. So again, you would like to take as many science classes as possible. You have a strong desire to actually learn and advance in science topics. Good reading skills, because science you will be doing a fair amount of reading, particularly in biology. So having strong reading skills and the desire to try and read scientific texts. The desire and will to read outside of class, because there will be outside of class readings. Generally, we say that you should plan to spend about 5 hours a week to devote to the class somehow outside of class. So that means extra studying, preparing for exams, doing additional homework. We feel that having a good background in math is probably helpful, so getting A's or B's in these 3 math classes is probably a good thing to have going into AP Biology. Having A's or B's in your past science courses is also a good indicator that you've passed and done pretty well on the MCA reading test, and same with the MCA science test, and that you're able to and wish to demonstrate good time management skills, and that you're able to figure out how to balance other commitments with the important need to study. So those are your 4 big options. Another thing that we just like to say before leaving off here is that some people wish to accelerate in science, but they aren't necessarily obsessed about the idea of taking AP Biology and the Honors Chemistry course. So I just want to let you know that's just one option for accelerating through your sciences, but there are other ways to be accelerated in science without taking the quote one particular highest level course in 10th grade. So for instance, if you're really into science but you're just not into biology, you could just try and take 2 science courses in your sophomore year, and that will open up your schedule in junior and senior year to take other courses. So an example of this would be take honors biology and then a chemistry course of your choice. You're going to have to take a biology course at some point, and so you could take biology in the fall, chemistry in the spring, and then that means you can take lots of other science electives then in your junior, senior year, and you'll get all your graduation requirements out of the way. Same thing is true for physics. You could take honors biology in the fall and physics in the spring, and that is a way to accelerate and then be able to take more science courses later on. Or you could register for a chemistry or physics choice of your course of your choice and not even take biology in 10th grade and hold off on 11th or 12th grade. Basically, any way of accelerating is taking science for more than just 2 terms in the sophomore year, and that just opens up your schedule to then take more sciences as a junior or senior. So if you're someone who wants to accelerate, think of it that way. You're not necessarily bound to take AP biology, but it is a good option as well. So hopefully that helps make your decisions, and good luck, and we hope to see you at registration night.